Hey everybody, welcome and thanks for joining this week's Guru Focus YouTube overview session. This week we're going to be focusing on some of the best ways you can leverage Guru Focus to stay on top of all of the latest developments in the market. Some of those tools we're going to look at today are going to be Guru Focus trades, insider trades, news, and our market data. But just wanted to thank everybody again for joining. And if you have any questions along the way, please throw them in the chat, and either somebody from the team will answer, or I can jump into it and do the best I can to answer along the way. But just want to, kind of get as many questions from you guys as we can. But for now, I'll just jump right into it. Where I've got us now, in case you're not familiar, is the Guru Focus homepage. This is going to be your kind of go-to landing page. And as you get comfortable with Guru Focus and start building out your workflows and figure out the pieces of information you want to see the quickest and most frequently, you can actually customize this dashboard to pin everything you want to see most often right up at the top of the page here. And you can build them out to reflect different themes or whatever it is your workflow reflects there. And to do that, you would come over here to this new dashboard button on the right side of your screen, give that a click, and you can either start with one of our themed templates or from scratch here. And then that's going to give you all of these different widget options to add. And a widget is just what we call each of these little boxes here. And each widget is just going to be consolidating and pulling information from across the site. You can also build out multiple of them if you want to toggle between several different dashboard views, essentially. So as you can see here, I've got multiple built out, my personalized default, as well as a few others that you can quickly toggle between. But let's jump into some of the tools we were discussing. So from a high-level perspective, if you want to quickly get an idea of what the biggest institutional investors out there are doing, you'll come up to the top of the screen here by this Gurus tab. And that's going to give you all of these different tools centered around analyzing Guru trades. So if we come here to the latest picks page, that's going to give you a super high level overview of all of the last quarter's trades from the biggest institutional investors. So we can see here some of their new buys, additions, reductions, etc. And those are going to be coming from their 13F filings. But for our premium members, we have this tab here called the real-time picks page. And that's going to be tracking all of the trades that come from 13D and G filings. And so what that is when an investor owns a certain percentage of a company, then they are required to report their trades within 10 business days, and they don't get to wait until the end of the quarterly filing period. And that's, no matter what trade they make, if they're a significant enough owner, they have to report that sooner than the rest. And so that's going to come up in the real-time picks page here, so you'll get some really recent Guru trades that way. So that's a great way to stay on top of some really high conviction moves from Gurus that own really large percentages of these companies. So that's a great thing to pay attention to there. I just want to throw in one more time, if anybody's got any questions as I'm going along, please feel free to throw that in the chat. So the latest in real-time picks page, just going to be your kind of high-level overviews there of the latest activity, but we've also got some really cool tools that'll allow you to drill down into clusters of Guru activity. So one of those is going to be the aggregated portfolios tool. And what that's going to allow you to do is build out a list of Gurus here in this right-hand column. Left-hand is going to be your options, essentially. You can filter for them here or just search for them. Don't necessarily want to just scroll through the list because there are a very large number of options for our Premium Plus members, that is. And this right-hand column is where you can build out that list of gurus who you're interested in analyzing or whose investing philosophy aligns with yours. Uh, and what that's going to do is take this list of gurus that you gave it and automatically build you a portfolio based on the most broadly held stocks between those gurus that you gave it. So you can center that list of gurus around a success level or an investing philosophy or whatever it is you're interested in emulating or analyzing, and this will just put it together for you automatically. You can download that into Excel, throw it into a portfolio. So this is a really cool tool. You can make that guru list really big, really small. Just depends on what it is you are trying to analyze. So got a question here asking how often are filings imported. So the 13F filings are going to be reported quarterly. And those, I believe we get from Morningstar. So those get reported by Morningstar within about a day, and then we usually have those up on Guru Focus that same day. So very quick after the 13F filings, and same with the 13G D&G filings as well, usually within about a day of reporting. But some of the other cool Guru-related tools we have some cool high-level trend information. If you come down here towards the bottom of the column, so industry trends here is going to show you at a super high level, where money is flowing in and out of on an industry level. Got the number of buys, number of sells, net change here. So that can be a good way to get a high level overview of what industries are potentially growing or shrinking at the time based on this institutional activity here. And then similarly, we've got this geographic trends here, which is going to give you a high level idea of where money is flowing in and out of from a geographical standpoint, and where gurus are investing geographically. So this here. And then some of our other, cool guru-related stuff up here towards the top. We've got the scoreboard of gurus, and that's a cool tool that's going to let you quickly filter through some of the highest performing gurus based on whatever time period it is you're interested in. You would just click the different time period you want to sort by up here at the top, and you can instantly analyze that guru and their portfolio, trades, etc., which is a good jumping off point, I suppose, for any of these gurus that you see across all of the guru section. If you just click on their name here, you can instantly jump to their portfolio, which is a great place to start diving deep into their holdings and latest trades. But you don't have to find their name somewhere. If you have a specific guru in mind that you want to analyze, you can come up here to the search bar and just type their name in. And that's going to give you an overview of their top holdings, the makeup of their current portfolio, and then you can start diving into some details with things like sector and industry level breakdowns. And to toggle between those, you just come up here into the top right corner and select which industry you would like to sort by. Get a deep dive into their portfolio really quickly that way, as well as some historical analysis, related articles. Then if you just want to look at their whole portfolio or their latest picks, got those tabs up here. This current portfolio is going to pull up all of this, the particular guru's latest holdings. So you can start combing through that way, or you can, filter for certain types of holdings within their portfolio up here at the top ribbon, as well as a high-level industry concentration breakdown. So lots of good information there. The stock picks section is going to give you all of their latest trades. And then you can also sort through all of the latest news mentioning that particular guru with the news tabs here, as well as the related trades section. But for any of these stocks that a particular guru owns, so right now we're on Warren Buffett's page. So if I can see that one of his top holdings is Apple. If I were interested in examining Warren Buffett's entire trading history with Apple in particular, all I would have to do is come to this little blue chart icon here that says holdings history, give that a click, and that's quickly going to throw you up a chart as well as a table giving you a deep dive into that investor's entire buy and sell history with that particular stock. So lots of great analysis to be done here. And for any of these stocks that, let's say a guru you're interested in has recently bought, if you're interested in tracking it long term, you can click this plus button here and instantly add that stock to a watch list. If you want to dive a little deeper into our portfolio tools, which are super versatile and powerful, we'll touch on that in another video. We also have some backlog videos on the YouTube channel if you want to check those out. But our premium members are always welcome to schedule one-on-one sessions with us where we can walk you through it personally. But I think we might have a question in the chat here. So who was the best performing guru last year? So if we go to the scoreboard here and click since 12 months ago, looks like Asvalor Managers, Asvalor Asset Management is making the top of the 12-month ago list here. Take a look at that other question here more in just a second. But yeah, that Guru scoreboard is gonna be the best place you can go to look for some of the highest performing investors for any particular time period. And for these gurus, if you're interested in keeping tabs on their activity long term, kind of like we were touching on earlier, if it's a guru that has been performing highly, like you've identified through the scoreboard of gurus, or one whose investment philosophy aligns well with yours, then you can start building out guru lists. And all you'd have to do is click this little follow button up here on the top. See, I've got several guru lists built out here. And then you can find those guru lists under the gurus tab. And that's going to allow you to receive alerts based on the trading activity of the gurus you're interested in. So that's another great feature. It's just an easy way to stay on top of things. And so that's a kind of decent overview of some of the high-level guru-related tools. In this left-hand column, we've got several other really cool tools, some of the top 10 holdings and hot picks, things like that, that I would definitely encourage you to explore. And if you ever want any more details on, feel free to schedule a session with us and we can walk you through it in much more depth as well. One of the next things I wanted to talk about today would be our users' ability to track insider trades using GuruFocus. So again, the best way to do that at a high level is going to be up here on the top ribbon. We've got the Insiders tab, and that's a good way to quickly filter for, we've got all these tools built around insider buys. So based on the research we've done, we found that insider buying activity tends to signal that a stock is set to appreciate. Their reasoning being that insiders are some of the most knowledgeable people about a company, whether it be they're their financial strength, their growth trajectory, new products that are coming out, different strategic shifts, things like that. And so when a lot of insiders start buying one of their own stocks, we like to flag that because that tends to signal that the stock is set to grow and appreciate in value, because the people that know the most about it are starting to buy it a lot. So we have all these really cool screeners set up to search for CEO buys. These are stocks being purchased by their own CEOs. CFO buys, same thing. And these are set up to look for these stocks because these are two of the most knowledgeable and influential people in any given publicly traded company. So we have a screener set up to look for those specifically. But we also have ones that can filter for insider cluster buys. So that's stocks that have been purchased at high rates or by a lot of insiders. And then some other cool ones we have are the double and triple buys here. So double buys actually kind of combines the guru and insider screening by finding you stocks that have recently been purchased by insiders and gurus both. And then similarly, triple buys will automatically load you a list of stocks that have recently been purchased by gurus, insiders, and the companies themselves in the form of share buybacks. Excuse me. So these are some really great tools to instantly find stocks that have some good momentum behind them, and it's a great jumping off point for your research. As in the insider, similar to the guru section, we also have some high-level trend information that's going to be under this trend tab here up at the top. If you want to get kind of a high-level, industry-level view of which industries are seeing the most insider purchasing relative to others. So that can also be a good kind of high-level signal and jumping off point for some of your research. But jumping back to one of these insider screeners, similar to the gurus, you can click on any of these stocks to start analyzing them instantly, but you can also click on the name of the particular insider and get a deep dive into all their latest transactions, some details about their position and history with the company, all of their holdings related to the company, and similarly with that holdings history icon, just a quick overview of all of their insider trades as it pertains to their company. So great way to dive deep here. And similarly, this little plus button here will automatically throw one of these stocks into a watch list or portfolio of yours. And this is going to be all high level information if you wanted kind of an overview of guru or insider activity. But if you were interested in the guru or insider activity surrounding a particular stock, so let's say I wanted to see what gurus were doing with Microsoft lately, I can just type that ticker into the search bar, and then by default it's going to bring you to our stock summary page, which is going to be your kind of go-to high-level overview of a stock's key fundamentals. If you want some more details on that, again, we'll dive deeper into that in another session, but you're also welcome to schedule one-on-one meetings with us and we can walk through it personally. But going from the summary page here, we also have tons of extra information about these stocks, and you would navigate through that information with this kind of tab ribbon here in the middle. And so if you, for example, we've still got Microsoft pulled up here. So if you wanted to know what gurus were doing with Microsoft, pull up Microsoft's page, and then come here to the Guru Trades tab. And that's going to give you an instant look at the number and volume of guru trades, as well as the specific investors who bought and sold that stock. So up here at the top tab ribbon is where you get a high level big picture view of guru and insider activity. But if you want to drill down into the activity surrounding a particular stock, you would pull up that stock's page and then navigate to the Guru, and similarly Insider Trades tab here. With the Insider tab, you also get a look at all of the latest buys and sells. So here we've got Microsoft pulled up, and just because we touched on earlier with the insider screeners, we've got them set up to look for insider buys because insider buys tend to signal value appreciation. Right now we've got Microsoft pulled up, which you know, based on most people's analysis and opinion, is a phenomenal company with a lot of strong growth ahead of it. But we're seeing a lot of red, a lot of insider sells. That's not necessarily a bad thing. With the way corporations provide stock options to all of their senior leadership, and these people will regularly sell stock for all kinds of personal and financial reasons that don't necessarily signal a decrease in value of the company. So that's buying it tends to signal appreciation, but selling doesn't necessarily tend to signal depreciation. So just something to keep in mind as we look at Microsoft, a pretty excellent company here. We can see with a GF score of 99 and a really strong track record. So insider selling isn't necessarily bad. Some of the other, because kind of the theme of today's video is kind of a high-level view of staying up to date with the market's movements. So we've talked about gurus and insiders and some of the things that they can signal. We also have the news tab here, and that's going to be a great place to go. We're constantly producing really great content here, some great stock analysis articles, as well as instant alerts that'll keep you up to date with latest guru and insider trades, for example. But you can also start diving into some qualitative research by sorting through the industry section here. So for example, if you were interested in doing research on the banking industry, come over here, click banks, and immediately get a list of excellent news articles all centered around the banking industry, education, beverages, biotech, you name it. Whatever it is you're interested in researching, this is a great jumping off point for that. And similarly, if you click on any of these articles, not only do you get the kind of qualitative, but you get a great quantitative analysis as well. And you can immediately jump over to that stock summary page. You can, and from there, add it to a portfolio, set up alerts about it, all kinds of cool stuff like that. So the news section is going to be a great kind of idea generating engine as well. If you're more interested in sorting by time or source, you can come here as opposed to industry or theme. You can come over here to the stock market news link under the categories section, and that'll jump you to a page that's got all of the latest headlines sorted by news source here. So if you have a particular set of sources you'd like to follow, this is a great place to do that. Up here towards the top, you can also toggle over to by time, just to get a rolling list of all of the latest important stock headlines. But then additionally, if you wanted, you could filter those headlines down to just one of your existing portfolios next to this My Portfolios section here. So lots of great ways to drill down into the news with high degrees of kind of customizability. So we've got a question here about the criteria to add Guru or Insider to Guru Focus's list. So the premium list is going to be more selective than the Premium Plus list. The premium, our premium users have a list of 144 gurus to choose from, and those are going to be some of the highest performing, most well-renowned gurus in the world. Our Premium Plus members have access to, I believe it's over 18,000 guru portfolios, and that our selection criteria is essentially as many as we can from the SEC filings, I believe. So the premium gurus are going to be some of the most biggest and most consistent investors, but the Premium Plus list is going to be just about everyone that files a 13F filing as far as our list qualification goes. So moving on from the news section, one of the other great ways to stay on top of market movements is going to be by utilizing the data we have here under the Market tab up at the top. And then some of our popular pages include things like the Buffett indicator and the Shiller PE ratio. These are going to give you some high-level kind of single number valuation indicators for the overall market. But if you want to start drilling in deeper than that, some of our other really popular pages are going to be the Stock Market Indices Performance page here under the Global Market Valuation section. And what that's going to allow you to do is to really drill down into all of the major global indices here, S&P, Dow, NASDAQ, as well as international ones. So you'll quickly be able to see, the year's best and worst performers, overall performance, heat maps, weighting breakdowns, today's largest gainers and losers, some high-level valuation information, as well as all of the individual components. So just about every piece of information you could hope to drill into as far as these exchanges go, or as far as these indexes go, it's an excellent place to drill down into that. We also now have GF scores for ETFs. I just clicked on one of the ETFs that was up here towards the top of the screen. So that's a new addition that we just rolled out recently. So that's a great way if you like investing in ETFs or mutual funds. We have GF scores for those now. So that's an excellent new feature we've just recently added. Question, do we have videos to watch to get to know GuruFocus better? Yes, absolutely. Be sure to check out our YouTube channel. So we have lots of a long backlog of these weekly overview sessions, as well as some more curated tutorial content from our founder and CEO, as well as, I'm just going to move my screen here. If you want more of a kind of self-paced deep dive, if you hover over the education tab here, we've got this demo center. Not only does that just kind of give you a good high-level overview of some of the major tools available on GuruFocus, it'll give you a real detailed guided walkthrough of the main feature, as well as this right-hand column here giving you an even deeper dive into some of the more advanced components of that all-in-one feature. So tune back in soon for our weekly overview session on the all-in-one screener. But for example, that has some advanced features like setting up custom filters and a backtesting component. Those will be in these separate demos here. So should be lots of demo content, should be lots of self-paced demo content out there. And then one of our other really popular sections in this market tab here is going to be the global industry overview. So from there, you can get a high-level overview of the performance of different major markets. But if you want to drill down into the sector and industry performance of any given market, you could jump straight to it here in this lower section of the column. So right now we've got the USA pulled up. And because we're on the overview tab here at the top, we're getting a super high level overview of the performance of the US market in general. But from there, we can start drilling down progressively. So if you want to look at different sectors, basic performance, high level overview here, or basic materials. But from there, you could also drill down further into, for example, the chemicals industry. And for each of these levels, whether it be industry, sector, or region, you get a breakdown of some of the biggest players in that space, some performance details, insider trends, as well as some key historical valuation ratios. So that's a great way to get just a general look at the valuation level of an industry as a whole. So that's data that can be really hard to find, but we've got it all consolidated here in a really easy to navigate way. So those are going to be some of our most popular components of the market section. But as you can see from this drop down here, there's tons of great stuff to explore in the market data. And then one of our other kind of features for keeping tabs on latest changes or developments or things people are interested in. We've got this discussion board here for all our members to contribute some of their latest ideas, their questions, concerns, things they're excited about watching, recent buys, sells, all kinds of great stuff like that. So that's a great way to get plugged in with the community and get ideas from fellow investors who have a similar guru focusy philosophy like yourself. So those are going to be some of our best tools for getting an overview of where the market is moving, whether that be from guru trades, insider trades, market data, news, or community discussions. There are tons of different ways to both generate investing ideas as well as get a high-level perspective on where the market's headed. But I'll linger around for a few more minutes if anybody has any questions. But in the meantime, just want to thank everybody for joining. Thank you guys for the questions. We'll be doing another one of these next week. So if you have more questions or want to dive deeper into a different part of the platform, we'll be taking a different angle next week. I believe next week we'll be talking about some of the more advanced analytical components of GuruFocus, things like our customizable financials section, the Excel add-in, and things of that nature. So be sure to tune in if that's something that's interesting to you. And then as soon as we wrap up here, this video will be posted to YouTube. So if you missed something, you want to go back and rewatch or share it with a friend, YouTube would be the place to find it. Just type GuruFocus into the search bar. But yeah, thank you guys again for joining. Appreciate the questions. Appreciate your all's time. And make sure to reach out to our team if you have any questions at all. We're always super excited to walk anybody through the platform. It's just such a powerful system. We get really excited about anybody that's interested in it and wants to figure out how to leverage it more effectively. So make sure to let us know if you guys have any questions at all. Otherwise, see you guys next week. Thank you. Bye.